So, it's been 100 days since Starmer and this Labour government have taken power. It's safe to say it's been nothing more than a disaster. That's literally coming from everyone, including his own voters. In today's video, we will see what he has said after his first 100 days and give you our opinion. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Keir Starmer has admitted to floundering in his first 100 days as Prime Minister, confessing that running the country has been much tougher than anything I've done before. The Labour leader's first few months in office have been overshadowed by the clothes from donors scandal, claims of a rift between No 10 staff, and Rachel Reeves's decision to scrap universal winter fuel payments for pensioners. Labour has seen its popularity plunge since coming to power on July 5th, with an opinion poll published yesterday showing that almost 3 in 5 people disapprove of the government. In an interview to mark the government's first 100 days, Starmer said that his administration had been hit by choppy moments which had knocked the way he was operating. There are always going to be choppy days, choppy moments, he told the BBC. I've been through this before. You get these days and weeks when things are choppy. There's no getting around that. That is in the nature of government. There's huge scrutiny. He said the government had been hit by bumps and side winds, which, I'd prefer we hadn't bumped into and been pushed by. The Prime Minister went on to acknowledge he was referring to stuff on donations, staffing issues, that sort of thing. Last weekend, Starmer parted ways with his Chief of Staff, Sue Gray, after claims of a rift within Downing Street at the way she was operating. The former civil servant turned political advisor had been accused of undermining officials, creating frictions with other Starmer aides, and of being responsible for failing to get a grip of the donations scandal, which has caused weeks of negative headlines for the government. The decision to reorganise his top team so early into his tenure has been viewed by many in Westminster as an acceptance by Starmer that his premiership has got off to a rocky start and is already in need of a reset. At the same time, Labour has been accused of causing panic and uncertainty for Britons after warning of tough decisions to come in the budget. For weeks, there has been speculation in the media over tax rises and spending cuts, with the government accused risking undermining confidence in the British economy. Amid the negative headlines, in a video message posted on social media this morning, the Prime Minister sought to share the positives of his first 100 days. He also appeared to ask the public for patience, claiming he had inherited failure from the Tories. 14 years is a long time to cause damage. 100 days isn't much time to fix it, he stated. I will take the tough decisions to fix the foundations of our country, to deliver the long-term change we need. Our opinion at British Stand is that the first 100 days has been a massive failure, and we feel that it will continue to get worse. What are your thoughts on his first 100 days? Let me know in the comments. In other news, around 880,000 pensioners in the UK are at risk of missing out on the winter fuel payment this year due to changes in eligibility criteria. The Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, has warned that those who fail to claim pension credit could lose access to the energy bill payment, which ranges from £200 to £300. In July, Chancellor Rachel Reeves confirmed the payment would be reserved for those on means-tested benefits going forward. Before this change, every Briton was entitled to access winter fuel payments once they reached state pension age, which is currently 66. Labour's decision to alter the rules has sparked concern among opposition parties and advocacy groups who fear the impact on vulnerable elderly individuals, particularly those aged 80 and above. Under the new rules for winter fuel payment eligibility, pensioners need to claim pension credit to receive the support. The change is expected to reduce the number of recipients from around 12 million to 1.7 million in the first year, according to government documents. Work and Pensions, Secretary Liz Kendall emphasised the government's commitment to prioritising the poorest pensioners amidst financial constraints. She shared, "The reason we have done it is that we have to deal with the £22 billion black hole in the public finances left by members opposite, but in doing so, we will, as a progressive party, always prioritise the very poorest pensioners, and that is why we are so determined to end a situation where up to 880,000 miss out on winter fuel, because they are not getting pension credit, and we are determined to put that right. The DWP estimates that approximately 760,000 families entitled to pension credit did not claim it in the previous financial year, potentially missing out on an average of £3,900 annually. To address the issue of unclaimed benefits, the government has pledged to write to all pensioners about housing benefit and pension credit eligibility. Emma Reynolds, Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, stated in a Commons debate, "We will write to all pensioners about housing benefit. Please, I urge pensioners on housing benefit who will be receiving a letter from the department to apply for pension credit." Reynolds clarified that housing benefit is not considered income when assessing pension credit eligibility. The government is also working to simplify the process by merging the administration of housing benefit and pension credit. Despite these efforts, official documents suggest that only about 100,000 additional people are expected to take up pension credit this year, leaving an estimated 780,000 still missing out on the winter fuel payment. Liberal Democrat Work and Pensions spokesperson Steve Darling criticised the new approach as regressive and potentially harmful to vulnerable pensioners. He highlighted that 2.7 million pensioners over 80 would lose the £300 winter fuel allowance benefit. "These are among the most vulnerable in our society," Darling stated in the Commons. "Can you reassure us that you will reverse from this regressive approach that you have taken with the winter fuel allowance and not hit the most vulnerable, who are over 80? Former Conservative Work and Pensions Minister Mel Stride raised concerns about potential premature deaths resulting from the policy change. He referenced a 2017 Labour Party analysis suggesting around 4,000 pensioners could die prematurely if such measures were implemented. Liz Kendall defended the government's position, emphasising their focus on supporting the poorest pensioners, while addressing financial challenges. Until party members opposite know that they have to apologise to the British people for the 200,000 extra pensioners in poverty over the last 14 years, and for a £22 billion black hole in the public finances, which we are now putting right, which has put the public finances at risk, they will remain on those seats and we will remain on these," Kendall stated. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. I want to say a quick thank you for all the support on this channel. We are growing very fast and are getting closer to our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We want to spread the news that the mainstream media refuses to show. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.